How's it going, everyone? Mad Spartan here, and today I'm bringing you kind of like a surprise video. I am very happy about it. I know I haven't really been talking about it or advertising it much, but I have officially stepped out of retirement. I know that my break was a very long and necessary one, I gotta say. I ended up taking a few seasons off, and then I believe like about 2 seasons ago, I really started to kind of push. And last season, I really overextended to try to, be ready for New Nation because it was something, and I was in talks of joining for a while. I saved up my materials, so I had to rank up anyone they wanted. I wanted to get my skill back, so I kind of was just taking like every fight in war. It was very good. Had a very good time, to be honest with you, in that other alliance. So now we're back. We're in here. War 1 of Season 54. It's been a very long time since I've done war videos, so I am very happy about it. We are up against League of Extraordinary Champions, which, fun fact, in case you guys don't really know, we have faced them so many times in S-Law. So it is a very common fight. As you guys can see, obviously, no news to anyone. New Nation did get docked, so we are facing people that are kind of lower. So as you can see, we don't gain much for winning, but we lose a lot for losing to them. So it is very important that we keep beating them. As of right now, this current second, I think we're winning 1-0, but we have like 30 or 35 more fights than them. So right now it's looking good, but obviously anything can change. Most of them probably aren't going to be playing today anyway because, it is Thanksgiving. So I want to say I hope everyone's having a happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate it, that's completely okay. Even more reason to watch this video because you're not even on a holiday. So I think that's a good sign. So we're going to go into the fights in a second. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay. So we are going to be switching paths, which kind of part of the title here. It is a very new way for me to play. Not only are we going with switching paths, which I'm obviously comfortable moving around because I've done it. But most of the time we've only done straight paths. So, if I don't really know what I'm doing here, like, it is a little tricky. So I'm definitely happy that we're playing a little bit different. I'm excited to try new things. One of those things being, switching paths. And also, they're going to be going for time in this alliance. So I am fully boosted all the time. I'm running rank 3 attackers, hopefully all the time. My only rank 3 attackers right now are Silk and Gladiator, but if they need anyone else, I should be able to rank them up. Now, the first fight is Prowler, which is a fight that I've actually been practicing for most of the offseason with Gladiator, of all people, just because he does have the Vigilance buff that he starts with, and also the long Vigilance buff on his SP2. So it is, something, and I mentioned I could just throw the SP1 with the Unstoppable and just kind of deal with it. But, so he has all these different ways of playing. Kind of all depends on how you want to play the character. He is on Path 9, so we are going to be having to keep those Withers up to stop the hazard damage, which is a big thing. So I've actually been practicing with him for a while. Now, those of you that don't really know how to play Gladiator, he does start the game off with the Vigilance when he's awake. The biggest thing is to obviously heavy into the combo, so you can intimidate them, and then they're going to be dashing back, and then all you have to do is make contact with them, and then you gain confidence buffs. So as you can see there, every time I touch them, those confidence buffs go up. Once you hit 10, when you knock him down, you get an unblockable buff, and when you hit 20, that's where he gets the big damage when he punishes their specials, and also when he's, when just attacking them during a special animation, he'll do big burst damage. And you guys are going to see that burst damage is actually pretty nutty, especially as a rank 3 fully boosted. So right now we are at 22 here. The biggest thing is going to be trying to gain this Vigilance buff. The good news is with him, we can just throw the SP2 because we're unblockable. It does not matter as long as it obviously doesn't give him 3 bars. We're going to bait out this this SP2 here. We do have the Vigilance, so we're going to stop the miss anyway, but we're not even going to be able to touch him, as you guys can see. 37,000 damage just from burst damage. He's ridiculous. I definitely love playing him. I'm so glad that he was in the meta because I had an excuse to rank 3 him because I was using him for so much. Now, the fights are quick, I'm not going to lie. Most of them are under a minute. I think this is the only one that isn't under a minute. This fight was kind of a very big topic of discussion because we know that he got buffed, so we were curious as to kind of how his buff worked. It does have power gain SP1, and of course it's Hazard, which is annoying, but we do have Silk with Shocker, so we are going to be gaining basically 4 debuffs on 1 medium, which stops the damage a lot earlier than if he didn't have Shocker. Now, the big thing is we were kind of looking at his buff when we saw that on the SP1 he does gain 4 cleanses, which is obviously annoying because you won't be able to consistently stack up your debuffs to make sure that you don't take any hazard damage. So as you can see, we are pretty much just holding block here. We can't let him throw that SP1 because of the cleanse passives. So we're going to be pretty much just eating a lot of block damage, which isn't the end of the world. It's not, it's whatever. I think the big thing is if he were to hit us with his heavy, he would end up actually doing a lot of damage, burst damage to us. So I think that's also what they were going for, because you have to play him this way if you want to use Silk. So if I, end up screwing up one time, even with an indestructible, I'm going to be getting that big burst. So as you guys can see, this is pretty much the extent of the fight here. I'm going to be throwing the relic here. I was kind of nervous for some reason if he would reflect the stun, so I just played it safe and just held block. Obviously we are going for time, but I mean, I'd rather be a little bit slower and get the fight down than be careless, trying to finish it as fast as possible and end up dying. So as you guys can see, full control of the fight here. This fight, it was kind of funny that we were even worried about it. I guess if he would have thrown an SP1 even into my block, it would have been a little annoying, because I'm afraid of what happens when he ends up shrugging off the debuffs. I'm assuming he probably gains a bunch of stuff, so we didn't want any of that. Just like that, he's down, and I just realized that was done in a minute and a half, so still doing good on time. Next up is Path 6 Bishop. He's going to be gaining his prowesses, and then he's going to be unblockable. He doesn't need to be awakened, so that's why he's not awakened for the fight. Now, my thing is, I was kind of going at this two different ways. It was either going to be, I was going to let him throw the SP3, because I have an indestructible, so it wouldn't have really mattered, or I was going to let him throw the SP2 and just kill him. It was kind of just depending on how much damage I was doing to get to that point. And as you guys can see, we are just laying into him. So in my head, I've already decided I'm probably just going to let him throw the SP2 here. I'm going to back off and just kind of evade the whole thing, obviously, because Silk is just fantastic. And this should be it, to be honest with you. I am loving this champ. She's killing it. So we're going to do just a cheeky combo into the heavy, into the SP2, which should be enough to kill. I'm not running power back boost because I didn't really feel like I needed it. And just like that, 44,000 real damage, 58,000 burst damage. I mean, we're walking through this. And now this wasn't that bad. I guess they're assuming that you're going to be blocking Punisher's attacks, but obviously if you're using Silk, you're not going to. Unfortunately, we can't push him to an SP3 because he does do a big degen when that happens. We are going to be running an indestructible just in case. So I'm just kind of rereading the notes to make sure I'm reading it correctly. And to be honest with you, there's nothing that I'm nervous about here. Especially since he's a 6-star, which is upsetting. It sucks that he's a 6-star, but I think next time for the next war video, I'm going to put my webcam in the bottom so you guys can kind of just see everything more clearly. And as you can see, what I was planning on doing was letting him throw the SP2 and hopefully killing him, and then I realized that he's almost dead anyway. So I'm going to throw the SP2 here and pretty much just be done. And just like that, he's dead. Even if you would have thrown the SP3, I mean, I wouldn't have died. I mean, the degen is a lot, but we would have walked right through it, so it wouldn't have mattered. And lastly, we do have Rooted Mysterio, which, those of you who don't know, with the meta, you completely bypass his reflective. Now, they said I could use Gladiator or Silk, but I ended up going with Silk only because when you knock down Mysterio with a Spider-Verse champ, you actually crack his helmet, so he doesn't gain the chemical gases for the other stuff to last longer, because I think what they're going for is he's probably going to throw the SP2, go miss, and then you're going to go Rooted waiting for it to run out. Obviously, we won't have to wait for it for too long. I think it's exactly the amount of time that the Rooted is, you guys are going to see. So as long as we keep knocking him down, he's not going to gain any chemical gas, and pretty much is going to be on full control here. We are being very aggressive, and as I'm seeing with the damage, as soon as I get to my SP2, I already know he's going to be dead now. So now, I'm kind of screwed here, because he's going to power drain me, and then I'm going to be rooted. So we did parry there to kind of just throw him with a light. I'm going to be holding block here, because I'm not really going to be wasting much damage, because obviously she evades everything. And just like that, we are pretty much killing it. Like, I can't believe how good this champ is. It's ridiculous. So into the Relic, and then SP2, not even going to be needed here, because we're going as fast as possible. So I just wanted the heavy to kill. And just like that, in 40 seconds, he is done. That's pretty much it, to be honest with you. It was such a fast war, I couldn't believe I took a break. I couldn't believe it. It was so... Obviously, the meta is very good, and her being whitelisted is just a joke. It's pretty much just a wash season at that point. So I'm pretty much just going to mute this real quick. And just like that, my war is done. War number 1 of New Nation in the books, and I'm killing it. 5-0. It is heating up to probably be a pretty good season for us. I'm excited. We should be winning most of our wars, but obviously anything can happen. You can't just assume that you're going to win everything. And yeah. that's pretty much going to be it. I wanted to get a quick video out, for Thanksgiving to make sure I just at least said hi to you guys. I haven't really posted because I've just kind of just been busy with work. It's killing me. It really is. But I'm glad that every once in a while I'm able to just kind of, show you guys that I'm alive. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be doing more Finding Frankie videos. I promise. I'm very excited for that game. Haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Depending on when the offers come out, hopefully the offers come out tomorrow because I'll be able to do a video of the opening live. If not, unfortunately, it'll be an opening with me talking to you guys like after the fact, which sucks, I know. Because I'll probably be with my family. I'll probably do the opening with them anyway. But at least I'll have it recorded so we can at least talk about what I got and what I didn't get. I have a little bit of a checklist to see what I actually want. So I'm very excited about that. I'll put the checklist into my community thing so you guys can see. So it's not like I'm cheating. I know for sure we do want a 7-star serpent. Like right off the bat, we want a 7-star serpent. And yeah, see what else we get with that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. If you don't enjoy it, if you don't celebrate it, just let me know. I guess I don't really know. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next one.